Hey guys, it's me, Yolanda, the Crochet Addict. How are you, everybody? I have been tagged by Crochet Witch. I've been tagged to do Spring Fling 2023 tag. So, I have 10 questions to answer. I guess that's one way for you guys to get to know me better. First question is, what do you like to do in spring that you cannot do in any other season? I honestly have to say not be hot or too cold. Like, I can easily just walk outside with a t-shirt on and leggings on, and I'm not sweating, it's not hot, the air smells amazing. So I am the most comfortable in this high 60s weather. 60s, 50s, love it. So I can walk with my dog far away and not be sweating my life away. Don't know if that was too much information, but that's what I love. I love the smell of the air. Second question, favorite spring flower? I have to say tulips. I grew up in Lithuania as a kid, and tulips were the first thing that would be out for spring. That's how we knew spring was coming and Easter was coming, was when tulips would sprout. Another question. Third question. What's your favorite thing to do? Oh, what's your favorite thing about spring? Weather. The air. I have to say the air. The air smells so fresh and clean. It's not too hot. It's not humid. It's perfect. I love the smell of spring air. Question number 4. What's the weather like in your area? Today, it was, I believe, 54. The other 4 or 5 days, one day it hit 73, then it was 72, 70. So it's actually pretty warm. And I am in Indiana. Southern Indiana, like on the border with Kentucky. When do you start your garden if you have one? I don't really have a garden. I do have a garden. This year, with this weather getting warm so early, I need to look up on calendar and online and see what they say, because I would honestly go and start planting, putting seeds for vegetables now, but I don't know if it's going to get crazy cold again. I don't know if the winter is over or not. So I need to look into that. If the winter is actually over, I think I'm gonna start seeding. I'm gonna start planting some seeds next weekend. For me, my weekend will be Thursday, Friday. Question number 6. Do you celebrate Easter? Yes, I celebrate Easter. We do celebrate Easter. My favorite thing about Easter, when I was growing up in Lithuania, so everybody would paint their eggs. You boil the eggs, you paint them, and there's all kinds of ways to paint it. You can paint it with hot wax. You can dye it and then do needle engravings. Of course, and then you have the paints, the pens, onion leaves. Those are my favorite. Like, they look gorgeous. onion leaf egg painting is so gorgeous. Pretty much what you do is, you know, pantyhose. So for like 4 months, you save all these onion leaves. You know, that brown part. And then you shove it in the pantyhose. And then what you do, so you cut the legs off, and you shove raw eggs in there. First you shove a bunch of onions, then you start putting eggs in there, and then you tie it really tight. So 1 egg for 1 portion of pantyhose. And then some people stack them up. You can do it any way you want to. And you just have to make sure it's covered with onion leaves. And it gives the most gorgeous patterns. And then you boil it like you would boil normal eggs. And then you just keep it in the water for a while. And then you pull it out and you have your eggs painted. And they look gorgeous. So after you paint all your eggs, when you go to see your relatives, you bring your egg. So at home, like you start Easter at home, in the morning, you, let's say I have my boiled egg, I pick an egg, let's say you pick an egg, and what we will do is, we will pick an egg, what we think is the strongest egg in the bunch. And you know how egg has 2 sides? It has the bigger, rounder edge, and then it has the pointier edge. So you both start hitting each other's eggs with the pointy part. So let me show you how. Pretend this is egg. So both points, let's say they're the pointy. So I show my pointy part, you show yours. And let's say we decide that I'll hit your egg with the pointy part. So you hold your egg like this. And I, with the pointy part, I'm gonna hit your egg like poof. And see whose point is gonna break. If my, let's say my point breaks, I'm gonna turn around my egg and point and hit you again. Oh, it's gonna be your turn. We switch places. So you're gonna go with your also round head and hit me. If yours cracks, then we're just gonna keep hitting until we see whose egg lasts longest. Let's say your egg does not crack at all. So you're gonna keep your winner, your champion, and when you go to your cousins, to your uncles, to your grandparents, to your parents' house, when you go to their house, you know, for lunch, you bring your champion and you do it the same thing with your family. Also, we would do same thing at the church. When I was a kid, my parents would take me to the church. They would pick an egg, like the nicest looking egg, because you want to show off your skills, how to do the eggs. And then the church kids will have a bunch of fun with the eggs. There's a bunch of different games with the eggs. And you would do same game, like hitting each other's eggs. After the church is over, you go outside, you wish everybody happy Easter, you hit each other's eggs. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun thing. And another favorite thing for me about spring, Lithuania has this holiday, Užgavėnes. The hardcore Christians don't like the holiday. So Lithuania is okay, quick explanation. Lithuania is an extremely old country. And we were one of the last European countries that gave up paganism. And because our leader, to be a king, you have to be announced as a Christian by a pope. King has to be Christian. A lot of people don't know that. To be a king, you have to be a Christian. There's other names for the main ruler of the land. For other religions, like pagans, they had their rulers. But, so the last pagan ruler, he was sick and tired. He was just devastated to see crusaders, Pope sending all these God's warriors to crucify, burn alive kids, elderly, men, it didn't matter who, and women got raped, all for the name of God. And they said, we will stop if you take in Christianity. So the leader finally gave in, because the Christians were burning and murdering everyone. Every religion has its dark past. Some religions still have a darkness going on and murder going on. I don't want to go into that right now because I don't want to offend anybody. But there are still religions that, like Christianity, had their crusades. Islam still has their jihad. But thank God, at least Christianity no longer does crusades anymore. So every religion has their darkness in it. Unfortunate, but that's life. That's how life is, right? Sad, sad, sad. So all we can do is be better, continue on being better. Anyways, so past all that, so a lot of people did not want to give up where they came from. Rex, knock it off. Rex is here. So the two cultures clashed. So there's a lot of holidays that are celebrated by Christians, but we also have the twist from old God days, from the pagan side. So one of the holidays is called Užgavėnės. It's usually the first day of spring. The traditional food for it is pancakes. And then the big tradition is everybody dresses up as what? As witches, and you want to have the scariest witch costume, witch mask, to scare away bad spirits. That's the point of it. The scarier a mask, the better you will wear, like shoo away all the winter bad spirits. But nowadays and they also have this big, I guess you can call it a Rex doll. This big, it's not a doll. Have you guys ever watched Burning Man that they have in one of the deserts in America? It's this big thing. It looks like a man or whatever. And it's made out of straw normally. It's dressed in clothes. So during the day, you dance around. You sing the songs. There's all kinds of competitions. Who has the best pancakes. The pancake jams. And then in the evening, once the sun starts to go down, there's a bunch of different games for kids and adults. And you do these special dances. So once the sun is going down, all the dancing and singing is supposed to, and your scary looking witch mask is supposed to scare away the evil and push it into that, the fake doll looking thing. And it's on this huge pole, like they used to burn witches on fire. So just this huge pole, wooden pole, and they have that thing nailed down, and it's just a huge fire pit, right? And then they set the fire pit on fire, and then you start singing the songs, and it helps to kill those bad spirits that you have collected throughout 364 days, because 665 day on Užgavėnes you get rid of all that evil spirits. So that's one of the holidays we celebrate. And actually there's a lot of stuff that we still have from pagan world, pagan days, that I never really thought about it until some people have pointed out. Some people were like, oh, that's evil, no Christian would do that. American, like the ones that are like crazy hardcore Christians, that everything is evil. They're like, well, you're not a Christian, that is evil, that is devil worshiping. I'm like, no, that's we're of bad spirits. Like, shoo, bad spirit, be gone. Like your attitude, like right now, be gone. So there's a lot of holidays that the culture clashes up. Lithuania is a Catholic country, but we never give up all our traditions. They still continue on and being practiced for years. So anyway, so that is one of the spring stuff. Like, I really miss that. There's no Lithuanian community here where I live in Indiana, but I know they have it in Chicago and Connecticut. They do the whole thing. It's really cool. They also, during that day, a lot of artsy people who create crafts. They like create, like, there's some really cool art stuff you can buy, like really cool mugs that look like witches and stuff. It's really awesome. Okay, let's see. That was a long one. I just really wanted to share that because I never thought that my culture had still so much deep roots in our ancient world. So, okay, next one. Do you crochet anything special for spring? I was gonna say no, but actually I noticed that for 3 years in a row for spring I end up crocheting an Easter bunny. Both the bunnies went to their homes. My mom wanted to keep one, and then one went to my cousin's kid in Denmark. So I guess this year I'll be making Easter bunny too. I should just make it as a tradition. Favorite spring color? If I had to pick one spring color, I'm looking at all my yarn options here. I have to say I really like the light purple. So I think it maybe would be called lilac. I like the dusty, like dust, very faded out purple, if you know what I'm saying. I really like for Easter the dusty, toned down rainbow colors, like the greens, the pinks, the purples, yellows, oranges, like all the green, yeah, all of them that are very, only way I can describe it, more like dusty type, like very toned down. Love those. Number 9, do you do spring cleaning? I was going to say no, but yes. We spend, so besides me going to the doctors for the last 2 days, we've been moving furniture around. I finally finished my crochet room. I love my crochet room. We put it together, the fireplace. I know a lot of you have been asking about the fireplace. So, Rex is here. He wants some scratches. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh, good baby. So, once I'm done with answering the questions, I will grab the phone and show you guys around how it looks. The window is not done yet. There's still some shelves I'm gonna do. So anyways, what else do I do with the spring cleaning? Open all the windows when it's a cool day so the bugs don't come in. So when it's still a cool day but it's nice outside, so like 65, open all the windows. I like to take all the winter blanket, like the winter blanket. They have this huge blanket. I think it has geese feathers. It's super heavy, super huge, extremely warm, but I like to take that outside, let it air it out, and then put it away for good until winter starts again. Yeah, so I like to dust everything. Yeah, so I do spring cleaning, and then I also, during spring cleaning, I put a lot of my winter clothes into the guest room, into that closet, and then I take out all my summer clothes. Number 10. Do you go anywhere for spring break? No. I take my vacations whenever I know my family will come from Lithuania. If I have somebody coming from Lithuania, like this year, my sister will come, but she's going to be coming between September and October. It would be fun if she came at the end of October, but she doesn't know exactly which month. I'll find out later. So my vacation is being put away because I was supposed to have a 2-week vacation in May, but since my sister said she can come and I haven't seen her in a decade, I cannot wait to see her. I hope nothing changes and she can come. So I had to switch my vacation up. So spring break has nothing to do with my vacations. Nothing. It's more about what I feel like doing, like me and my husband feel like doing this year. Do we want to go to Florida? Florida has amazing October month, end of September and October month. When it comes to Halloween stuff, I believe it's called Halloween Horror Nights. So I never been to one, but we have to. And if my sister comes during that month, we're gonna go to Florida to Halloween Horror Nights. So spring has nothing to do with my vacation. So that is my tag. I need to find out who I'm going to tag. I know I'm going to tag John Boy. I hope nobody has tagged him to this. So I'm going to tag him, and I'm gonna tag probably Canadian crocheter. I have to look at her video, see if any of them are Spring Fling 2023 tag. I'm gonna have to think who else to tag. Alright guys, let me know. I'm really curious, like, how do you guys celebrate Easter? Like, is there any special, because I noticed with them, like, at least with all the Americans that I came across in my life, they don't really do anything special. Like, you guys don't really do anything that, like, we do this egg beating thing and we take it to church so we can have this championship of the strongest egg. Do any of you, because I know pretty much each state has its own culture. Like, when I hear political people say, oh, these people have no culture, like, from somebody who is from a different country and has lived in multiple states in America, every state has their own culture. You have this one main culture of the state, and then each type of people have different, like, you know, like, let's say Chinese have their own culture, the holiday things that they do. Then you have, like, Mexicans do their own things. But as a state, there's always something that they have as a culture. Like, there's always something. So I wonder, what state are you from? And for Easter, what do you do something cool or fun? Or how do you celebrate that you think that others maybe do not celebrate it that way? I don't know if I make sense. I think I made sense. I think I think I explained it correctly. Okay, guys. So I love this one. So I have so many notebooks, and honestly, I have a lot of notebooks and I don't use any of them. This one I've been using a lot. It's halfway full because these colors are hard to miss and hide anywhere because all my notebooks are very like neutral colors, and this one is like bam in your eyes. So I use it a lot. So I know one of the subscribers sent it to me, and thank you so much. I am using it all the time. My mom, she saw this and she's like, whose notebook is that? I'm like, mine. She's like, that doesn't really you're always wearing black, and like you don't like all these unicorns and rainbows. I'm like, have you seen my yarn? There's all rainbow colors. I have all of it. But I'm like, yeah, I love this because I see it right away. And I love horses. They just have a horn. I used to love unicorns as a kid. Loved it. Okay, so that's it for this tag. Do you guys want to see Rex? Because he really wants to see you guys. Oh my god. Okay, he doesn't want to see you. What he wants to see is behind the window. And the bird's over there. Rex! No. Stay. Oh, stay away. Hey, don't listen. Don't listen. Okay. So, oh, I wanted to show you. Oh, my phone got crooked. Okay, this will take a couple seconds. Let me turn around. Okay, guys, my video got cut off. Ignore those bends. We're still organizing things. So, this is my new year. Like, here, what you see, this whole corner used to be this huge up, like way, way high up this table. It was so bulky, so ugly. So, I have this here, and this fireplace. I love this fireplace. Jelani got me this fireplace. I'm so in love. So in love. So, a few of you asked me, what does my fireplace look like? So now we get to see all my crochet room. Yep, that's where the notebook sits. It's not 6, sits. So it's always there. I always see it. Down there's a bunch of notebooks. I never, because the colors don't pop, so I don't see it. I'm like, oh, I have nothing to write on. Right there. Flowers that Jelani got me for Valentine's Day. That's my coffee mixes. I need to get rid of this ugly thing. And Jelani's gonna put 2 more shelves that are gonna go across this window. And when I put yarn, the window will be gone. You won't see it. And here I'm gonna put this really beautiful thing. You'll see this art thing. So this is my yarn room. And that's our doors to the garage. And that's, you know, this guy, Max. And Miss Piggy over there. And Rex. And I just showed in the video my finished objects, so these are here. And that's outside. Oh, I hope I didn't make you all dizzy. But yep, that's my room now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.